Hello. Hi, everybody. My name is Michele Gay, and I am the CEO of LimeLight by Alcone. And I just want to tell you how excited I am to come to you tonight to talk about the LimeLight Opportunity. I've been so excited all day. I'm so glad it's finally here. I just want to introduce myself for those of you who don't know me. I am a mother of three, and I was born and raised in a family of 7 people. There were 5 children in my family, and I am the fourth of 5, which I think makes me quite special. I don't know why, I just do. But anyway, my family, when I was 6 years old, bought a company called Alcone. And my father ran it for a little bit, and then my brother and sister, when they graduated from college, they took it to a whole nother level. And so I have had just this incredible experience of watching this business, Alcone, grow from a small shop in New York City to what we now have is a big distribution center with over 10,000 products, and we sell to over 35,000 makeup artists. So my brother and sister built that business one phone call at a time, one artist at a time, and it was really an amazing thing to watch and see, and many of our customers feel like family to us. About 6 years ago, I took over as the CEO of Alcone and another business that we have. And I really wanted to build this idea, this sense of community within the makeup artistry world as with Alcone, because makeup artists really were the reason behind Alcone's success. And so we really wanted to create a community that would help them enhance their business. And so we looked at different ideas on how can we compensate our makeup artists for having their clients come to us. And we looked at a lot of different ideas. Do we do affiliate links? Do we do just a straight up sales commission? And really, we built this direct sales model as a result. And I never thought that I would start a direct sales company, but everything about it made sense. And so I didn't worry about, oh my gosh, this is direct sales. Is this what we want to get into? I said, you know what? This makes all the sense in the world, and it's going to have an impact, very big impact on people. So slowly we started to build this concept of a direct sales business. But it was interesting because we had this great product. We had all these professional makeup products, but we were like, you know, customers don't really know what to do with them. They're not really packaged well, and oftentimes they're packaged in multi-shades. And so how are we going to make these more consumer friendly? Because that's really who our makeup artist clients were. They were everyday women and consumers. Sure, they were celebrities and they were models, but they were also a lot of everyday women. And so we thought about the idea of what if we take our absolute best products from Alcone. There's definitely a cream that has risen to the top out of the 10,000 products that we sell. What if we took those and we repackaged them in customizable, eco-friendly packaging for consumers? And it was really when that idea of LimeLight started forming. So we went to one vendor who we knew had the best foundation, and we got them on board, and we went to another vendor that had the best concealer and got them on board. So we weren't inventing the wheel or reinventing the wheel. We were really just picking and choosing the best things from our warehouse to put into our brand. And so then we came up with this concept of our packaging, and it was, you know, really about, for me, I wanted to make sure our packaging was very responsible to the environment. So we really tried to reduce the amount of plastic, and we wanted everything to be magnetic. So when you had a replacement, you could pop it out and pop it back in, because we knew that would really reduce the amount of waste. So that's really how the makeup portion of LimeLight sort of was born. And so what I wanted to do is go around to all these different women and meet with them and talk to them about the product as I was building the business. I just wanted to get as much feedback as possible. And really a lot of the women were saying, I love the makeup, but my skin is not healthy enough to really wear the makeup. And what they were talking about is your skin was super dry or it was super oily. And so then it became really important for me to find a skincare line to bring in as well. And just on a personal level, like I don't wear a ton of makeup, and I want to wake up in the morning and I want my husband to look at me with no makeup on and still think that he sees a little bit of that 29-year-old bride. So for skincare for me was super important as well. And at the same time, I had a very close friend of our family, and she was sort of like my fourth sister, and she was really struggling with breast cancer. She had a very aggressive form of breast cancer. And she said to me, Michelle, I am almost positive I got this from chemicals in my skincare products. That is really where the research is pointing. And so if you are going to do skincare, please make it responsible. And you know, that had such an impact on me. And I started doing the research, and it's true. Your skincare products get into your bloodstream like very quickly. And makeup stays on the epidermis, but your skincare is meant to penetrate into the cells. And so I really wanted to make sure that we were not having any chemicals within our skincare line. And so I was fortunate enough to meet this amazing chemist. She had been working for over 6 decades, believe it or not, in this. She's definitely up there, and she's very wise in her ways, but she's been working for over 6 decades on the chemistry of different essential oils and how it affects skincare cells. And she was absolutely incredible to meet, because I wanted just a face oil. I thought, you know what, if we can just do a face oil that's balancing, we'll be able to help women so significantly with their beauty routines. And she handed me over 11 SKUs, and she said, I have been working on these forever, and I've been trying to find the right partner for these, and you are the right person to partner with. And so I tried all 11 and was like, yes, we need every single one of these in the line. And I just fell in love with them. And a little personal story, and this is not for me to sell you, I very rarely tell people this, but I had been on a dermatology regimen for a long time. It was about $500 every 3 months that was going to brighten my skin because I had a lot of sun damage. And this skincare line in 3 months did so much more than after 2 years of being on those prescription skincare regimen. And that really says a lot about how we've sort of potentially lost our way in forgetting about these amazing elements from the earth that do some incredible things for our body. And so I'm really excited, because that has definitely been a huge, huge message that has been passed along as we have been growing this last 1.5 years. So we had these makeup products and we had these skincare products. And so we really then, LimeLight was born. And there's so many things that have been just incredible about this journey with LimeLight. It has been absolutely amazing. The first thing is the product quality has created, I think, such an incredible buzz. Women, everyday women they're self-described makeup junkies who said, I've tried every single brand in the world, and they're like, this is so much better than anything I have ever used. And it's true. I mean, makeup grade products just mean they're easier to use, they blend better, they have higher pigmentation. And so you really, as I'm not a professional makeup artist, but as an everyday woman, you're able to do so much more, and in a faster amount of time, and really at a higher level of application. And so the product quality for everyday women has really created this enormous buzz, as well as for the skincare. I mean, my results that I saw personally are happening all over the place. And the thing that's really crazy to me is that when people start using our skincare, other people notice, their friends notice. What are you doing? Why do you look so different? And that has been really the driving force behind why LimeLight has gone like on this rocket ship journey over the last 1.5 years. Um, so product quality is just something that I am so proud of at LimeLight. And sometimes people say to me, well, when are you going to bring in, do you bring in new products every month to keep things fresh? And the answer is no, we don't. We work backwards from most companies, especially most direct sales companies. We don't bring anything in unless it's exceptional. That is really our promise, and that is how we started. We started as a company that cultivated the best of the best, and that's just all we know. So we do not bring anything in unless we think it is amazing quality. And, sometimes a product appears to us right in front of our face, and then sometimes we have to go hunting for it. And there are a few times where we've developed it because we said, you know what, we understand what's missing from this formulation and we want to take it to the next level. And we just did that with our eyeshadows, and they're incredible. They really are. So product quality is key. It's a total commitment of ours as a company to keep product quality intact. The second thing that makes LimeLight so special, I think, is the compensation plan. I mean, I am truly and sincerely so passionate about making sure that women, professional makeup artists and non-professional makeup artists, as well as men, feel valued and are paid their worth. I think women, especially in this world, and it's proven, we do not get paid for the work that we do necessarily the same way as our counterparts. And for me, I am so passionate that we can change that. And we really can change that with LimeLight. So a little story about how we created the compensation plan. The first thing we thought about was culture, and I'll get into that in a second. But I wanted the compensation plan to be built in a way that it really created collaboration and not competition. I wanted people to work in a collaborative environment because honestly, a competitive environment is just no fun. But a collaborative environment is a ton of fun, and it brings about a lot more self-discovery and a lot more personal development. So I wanted this to be a compensation plan that was really built with that spirit in mind. And it really makes a difference when you go in with that spirit in mind. It changes a lot about how you structure your compensation plan. The second thing I wanted was to be as aggressive as possible with our compensation plan. My family basically, for the most part, we own the majority of LimeLight, and it is our intent to make sure that people are paid for their work here, for being an advocate for LimeLight, for really getting out there and hustling. And that's a very different come from and intention than if you have a group of shareholders who are businessmen who are trying to squeeze out all the profits. And that's just an honest assessment of why this feels so different. So, we really wanted to make sure that people were well compensated. We wanted the culture to be very positive. And so when we went there, they said, okay, so here's the structure of your compensation plan. This is the basic backbone of your compensation plan. And then they gave me a list of all of these things that we could layer on to the compensation plan to make it even better for people. And so I said, well, what if we add all of them? Do I have to pick and choose? And they said, yeah, I mean, you could be stable with all of them, but you're going to be less profitable. And I said, no, let's add all of them. These are all important to me. Leadership bonuses, fast start programs, vacation months. I'm very passionate about that. Lifestyle bonuses. I'm not going to tell you you're going to get a car. I'm going to tell you here's a bunch of money. If you want to get a car, great. If you want to use it for something else, great. So we call it lifestyle bonuses. But basically that allows you to really get the most out of the compensation plan, and it really rewards you for hard work. And I want to be clear about that because, this is not a program where you're a company that you come in and then all of a sudden you're a millionaire. That's not how this works at all. It is a real business. It basically is you're starting your own business, but you don't have a brick and mortar structure that you have to pay rent and utilities on. But basically, when you start LimeLight, you're starting a business where you're building a customer base and you have real product. And you can build your own team of, people, which is almost like building a sales team within a brick and mortar store. So, that was really important that I get that across to everyone tonight, because you've got to work. You're an entrepreneur. You're the CEO of your business, and it does take a lot of work. It's so fun, and you get to reap all the rewards of that hard work. No one else does. So that makes it an even more special opportunity. So the compensation plan was really important. And then lastly, I want to talk about culture. I really felt so strongly that culture is the piece that's missing in the direct sales environment. It really is. We often hear people saying, well, I want to help women, I want to empower women, but they don't know what that looks like on a day-to-day. And for me, culture is the key to why LimeLight is doing just so well, but helping women develop in a totally different way. You have to really collaborate in this environment. And I find that the number one thing new beauty guides tell me, the number one thing I hear is, I am blown away at the level of support and inspiration and positivity I received when I joined this company. It is incredible to me. And that is such an amazing thing to hear, because it is important. And each person who joins LimeLight is so important to us. And I think that hugging environment, that supportive environment, allows people to be more successful quicker, which is really great. So culture to me, very important, very, very important. And the other thing that makes LimeLight so fun is it is buzzing. It is buzzing. I mean, this company, this idea has taken flight like I would have never imagined, not in a million trillion years. And what I see that is so fascinating is that it's shifting the mindset of so many different groups of people. First of all, it's shifting the mindset of professional makeup artists who thought, you know what, direct sales was for people who weren't artistic and couldn't get their business off the ground. It's shifting that. It's like, you want to be artistic? Guess what? Doing LimeLight, you get to work on women every single day and make them feel so beautiful. That's what makeup artists love. That is their passion deep down, is creating something so beautiful that it changes a person's spirit. It's shifting the mindset of people who said, I would never join a direct sales company. And it's doing that because there is such integrity behind this brand, not just within the sales force, but I can guarantee you there's integrity for me and my other partner in crime, which is my 24-year-old niece, Madison. So we are passionate about creating something that's real, that's substantial, that's positive, and that is going to be a hugely positive, wonderful representation of you. So the buzz has been phenomenal. The mindset shift that we're seeing is inspiring. And that has really allowed me to see something very different that I didn't realize about myself. And I've been calling it my inspired why. This is my inspired why I joined why I started LimeLight. Basically, I feel very strongly that if we can create this company and expand this company across the country, every single person who is compensated in this business and who has been part of a supportive, collaborative culture is going to, in turn, take that revenue that they have earned, and they are going to do some amazing, positive, wonderful things in their communities, in their families. And that is going to change, like significantly change the fabric of the United States. And that may seem dramatic. That may seem like really, but I'm watching it happen. I'm literally watching it happen on smaller regional areas. And I know that if you keep multiplying those efforts and you keep multiplying that outcome, you're going to see a huge shift. This is the thing I have been waiting for. This is the thing I have been building up my whole life, because I do feel very passionately that women really are the backbone of this country. And by compensating them, you're really creating something quite special. So that buzz part is just incredible to me. So how do you get started? What do you do? Well, for many of you, you've been sent here potentially to watch this video by a current beauty guide, and she or he can help you through the enrollment process. But basically, once you get started, I want you to think about this as if you were opening your own shop on Main Street. How would you do it? How would you build a customer base? How would you get people there? How would you brand yourself and market yourself? It is your business. And I think a lot of times people think, oh, well, I'll have an upline leader who's going to tell me exactly how to do. It's not that way. It's not a paint by numbers business. This is a very entrepreneurial centered business. It is your empowerment moment. It is your opportunity to say, I'm going to take something that is non-existent and I'm going to build something quite special. And how you do that has to be authentic to you. And I want to talk about that for a quick second. A lot of times people say to me, well, I love the idea of LimeLight. I just don't know how to sell. And my thought to them is that is so interesting because every one of our top salespeople has said that to me at some point, that I don't know how to sell. And the reason why they're successful is they don't sell. And we do not promote selling in a very traditional sort of social selling way. We are all about sharing. We're shares people, and you love a product, you want people to know about it. And that's what you're doing. You're sharing it with them. And so you're going to create a business and a customer base where you can walk down the street of your town and nobody's going to cross the street. They're actually going to come up to you and say, oh my gosh, I just tried your one drop wonder and it is incredible, you know. And oftentimes I find I'm trying to like not talk about it too much when I'm out, because I'll be out to dinner and people want to come to my table and talk to me about it, which is great. But you know, my family's a little like, really, mom, we have to do this all the time. So it's really for all the beauty guides. They know that just sharing the product, just sharing it is all they really need to do to be successful. When it comes to building a team of people, if that's something you choose to do, it's the same thing. You're just talking about what your experience has been in LimeLight and how it's changed who you are, or how it's changed your financial landscape for your family, or your ability to have a flexible work environment where you can be with your children. You know, that is really how people build their team, is they allow people to hear about this opportunity. And so you don't have to be a salesperson. You have to just be someone who incorporates this into their life and starts building a business just by sharing. So that's a big reason why people are hesitant to get started. The other reason why people are hesitant to get started, and I touched on this before, is because they say, I would never join a direct sales company. And I get it, right? So I get it. I was with you. I totally saw that, but I was wrong. I was 100% wrong, because I saw this amazing quote the other day, and it says, it's hard to hear opportunity knocking when you're knocking the opportunity. So if you can for a moment clear your mind and really think about what this business model is, it allows you to have limitless income. And that is true. I am honest to goodness when I say this. There is no cap to your income. It allows you to have a flexible lifestyle. You know, you can flex in and flex out of this business every single day. So if you want to go to your daughter's field hockey game, you can do that. If you want to go away on vacation with your family for a week, you don't have to get anyone's permission. You go away. So it really allows you to do that. It also allows you to build your business acumen in a way that you never even thought about. I am blown away by how much these beauty guides learn in such a short period of time, because they have to be about branding, they have to be about marketing, they have to be about really the opportunity of selling, the opportunity of leading. And that is really quite incredible and empowering. And I always say to them, you know, what if you decide, all right, so let's say you decide to do LimeLight and it's not your cup of tea, right? It just doesn't, it's not speaking to you for some reason. Well, think about what skills you just developed. I mean, I would go into another job interview and say to somebody, look at what I just did. I did all of these jobs. I had all of this responsibility. It really is quite amazing how you can develop your skills from there. But the reason why people don't go off into another opportunity is they're building these skills and then they're building something quite real. And that is all their own. And it's something that they're so proud of. So, you know, this opportunity just affords you so many things, you know, the flexibility, the limitless income, standing behind a company that you know is going to have integrity and great intentions. That's so important, so important. So if you're looking at other direct sales companies, which I encourage everybody to think about direct sales, it is an unbelievable model for women. You know, make sure you're thinking about what is the intention and the integrity of the company, and looking at the compensation plan is great. But more than that, is it something you're passionate about? Is the product something that speaks to you? And so for our beauty guides, these products speak to them. And that's really important. That is absolutely 100% important. So that's a little bit about how you can, you know, basically get started. And if you are thinking about, gosh, I don't know if I could do this. That's so incredible. Like, I don't know. It seems like daunting. How am I going to, I don't know. Could I go on Facebook Live? Could I do this? Just remember, you just need to be yourself. You need to be authentic. You know, if I thought about, oh my gosh, can I do a live because I don't really know how to curl my hair and I don't know how to do my makeup, you know, I would freeze myself from growth. But I don't really, you know, I just roll with it. I am who I am, you know, take me or leave me, but this is who I am, and I'm very comfortable being this person. And so it's really definitely worked out for me, and it's worked out for everyone else. But a lot of times people have a bigger vision of what it is they want to do. Maybe they want to earn a vacation for their family, or maybe they want to make sure that they're saving enough for college. Or, you know, maybe they just want to have their own income and they want to be able to buy their own things with their own money. It really runs the gamut why people do it. But when you have that greater purpose of why you're doing it, those fear gates become a lot smaller. They really are easy to get over. And once you get past a fear gate, I have to tell you, it's the greatest feeling in the world, and it changes you. It changes women like a little bit every single time they get past a fear gate. So that's important for you to understand, because you don't want to say to yourself, what if I fail? What you want to say to yourself tonight is, what if I succeed? What's the upside? The upside is you just discovered a whole business for yourself where there is no financial downside of significance, and you have the potential to really develop yourself personally and get a paycheck. You get to build something real that you're proud of. I mean, these are all the upsides of why you would join LimeLight. And I want to be sure that you walk away and you understand, I almost didn't do this because it was direct sales. You know, I almost didn't look at this opportunity. But it has been the most incredible journey that I have ever embarked on. It's incredible. It's life-changing. I love these women that are part of the organization now. They are smart, they are funny, they are compassionate, they are so incredible. They really feel like family to me. And that has been life-changing for me. Absolutely 100% life-changing. And it's also been life-changing to know that we could build something from the ground up just by being our authentic selves, which is so, it's just so nice, and it adds that layer of confidence and love that I just think is so special in this world. So that is what I want you to leave with tonight, the upside, everything that could potentially come out of being part of this opportunity. So I love you all so much. Oh, I'm getting such sweet comments. And I would take it for questions, but my feed is so slow that I'm not sure I would get any of the questions. Like maybe 10 minutes from now I'd get the questions. But I hope that if you have any questions, you can go to the beauty guide that you might be associated with, or you can go and email our company at limelightbyalcone.com, and we will make sure that we answer any of those questions for you. And we just hope that you find your happiness and you find the best self that you can find, because you only get one shot at this life. And that is really, really incredible when you think about it. So thank you so much. Have the most amazing night, and we love you all. Bye.